The auto industry is the most disrupted on the planet right now. On this week's episode of the Automotive News Shift podcast, we hear from Dan Hirsch, global co-leader of automotive and industrial practice at AlixPartners. He breaks down the firm's 2026 Disruption Index and explains why tariffs, geopolitical tensions, and the rise of the Chinese automakers are leaving global executives struggling to plan for the future.
Senior executives, they are either finding themselves in a spot where they have to redefine themselves, which can be very difficult when you're really well established, or they're going to find themselves in a very different role or in a very different company.
I'm Molly Boygon. Join me on Shift, available this Sunday wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Daily Drive executive producer Jake Neer in Detroit. Thanks for joining me for this bonus episode of the show. Way back on Thursday, we brought you the first part of our own Mark Holmer's interview with Tekion CEO Jay Vijayan from the NADA show this month in Las Vegas. If you missed that, go check it out. If not, here's the rest of it.
Are dealers ready for this level of AI at this point? I mean, culturally, there's some wariness about high tech and AI because of the cost, because of the conflict between systems, and AI hasn't always been successful. I mean, do you encounter those hesitations? And if so, what do you tell them?
No, we are super excited about this for multiple reasons. There is reasons to it, right? So one is, there is no good way to quantify ROI or value. Okay, that's number one. Dealers feel like. Second, I think there are many companies rush to launch AI agents before it's truly ready.
Sure.
So while people are excited, they want to try. Of course, they want to really do something to improve customer experience, make their business better. But when they try it, the tools are not ready, half-baked. They run into a lot of problems. So many times they roll back, then they look for another tool. So to overcome that, and it's the right thing to do, not just to overcome that, what we have done is, one, AI tools are truly tried and tested. So even when I did the launch, I had multiple dealers who come on the stage and say, when early dealers who use the product, how they've used it, what value they're getting. So that's one, making the product truly the best and usable, right? So yes, early dealers, you can go through some bumps, but it cannot be completely a beta product where, hit or miss, right? You don't have. Second is ROI. I mandated my team, and they did an amazing job taking it to the heart, is when we deliver AI, with the AI, you deliver an ROI dashboard. ROI dashboard which clearly states what value the AI has brought in terms of dollar value, in terms of very specific quantifiable metrics. Like, okay, if it's handled calls, how many calls it has handled, what percentage of the calls AI has handled. If it's dollars per RO, how much dollars per RO that was very clearly can be attributed towards AI that did the job to sell that additional dollars per RO. So ROI and showing the ROI has been a big deal. And honestly, it's resonating so well with dealers. They feel like, oh my God, okay, that's clear now. I know what I'm paying, and I know what I'm going to get.
So heading into 2026, do you still plan to not go public? Or are you going to finally pull the trigger now that the markets have been kicking into overdrive?
See, that will be whenever we are ready, right? When I are ready, it's not about, we as a company are doing extremely well.
Just on your own, right?
Yeah, very well, right? See, that would be at the right time. And, I'll definitely keep you posted. The one thing I would say, which I've mentioned to you, and, you published it as well publicly, thank you, that we are going to be profitable this year. We're going to be profitable this year.
So that's still on track?
On track. Going extremely well.
Month?
Yeah. I will let you know in advance. If you're okay with that, if you want to know or want to be the first, I'm giving you a very open...
But 2026 is the year that you hit profitability.
Yep, absolutely. The idea is to be profitable and stay profitable and keep increasing our profit margins. That still we'll have enough cash to invest in our new developments, new growth. Something you may know this already. I don't think any other DMS company can ever claim this. We launched 3,000 new features last year, 2026. In 2025, I shared with you, it was 2,700. In 2024, it was 2,700. In 2025, we launched 3,000 new features, which includes the AI features. So we'll keep pushing, keep innovating, and keep delivering value.
Is a company at your point in development looking for acquisitions?
Yeah, a good question. We always, yes. That's the question is, we keep looking for, we don't actively look for, but we keep our eyes and ears open. We have some, good partners and bankers whom we, engage with. They bring in, they know, so they get our strategy to say what it, so some of the things from philosophically for me, acquisition is something, it has to be quite complementary. So it needs to bring, we won't acquire, I'll tell you, it's very simple, plain man, we won't acquire a company for revenue or for, acquiring customers, basically acquiring additional dealers. We want.
Okay.
There is a reason why, because our revenue is already automatically growing well. If any company we want to acquire revenue and if they are growing, so we are already growing over 50%. If a company that we acquire grows at only 20%, even though they're bringing a lot of cash, like say 100 million, it's going to drag down our growth. So why? So anyway, the point is it has to be complementary from a tech stack perspective, and in terms of functionality perspective, then yes, we are looking at, and the right time, if we find the right company, yes, we will.
Very good.
We'll move forward.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with me and sharing what's going on. I hope your plans this week aren't filled with too many meetings, and I hope there's much success.
Thank you, Mark. It's exciting. Thanks for the opportunity again.
For sure.
Great to have the conversation.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening to this bonus episode of Daily Drive. Come back on Monday for a brand new full episode of the show.